croissant lamps, human dog beds, snail mucin, Stanley Cups. You want to buy these, don't you? Maybe you saw them on Instagram, on TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook. Doesn't matter. No matter how you found these products, I'm gonna talk you out of them. Because why hello, it is me, the world's most annoying person to go shopping with. Just ask my family, I am a nuisance. But today I will be channeling my annoying, do you really need that energy into de-influencing you away from the internet's most viral products of the year. If you're new here, I'm Cara and I make videos on the intersection of money, media, and intentional living. And if you like this video, you might like my most recent video where I de-influence holiday hauls, so I de-influence seasonal products, so go check that out after this one. And just like that video, this video features a fundraiser that you can donate to through YouTube's platform. For those who don't know, I am doing 2 extra videos in December, and those videos add revenue, sponsorship money, and then any of the money donated through the fundraising feature is going directly to charity. This video's fundraiser is set up to donate directly to the Against Malaria Foundation, which is an incredible organization I've personally been donating to every single month for the past 2 years, and just $5 alone is enough for them to buy and distribute nets to protect people against malaria. I've shared more information about the organization down below, so please consider donating if you can. And as for the ad revenue and sponsorship money, that will be split up amongst a few organizations, including Doctors Without Borders for Gaza. If you have specific organization recommendations, let me know in the comments below. And as we look back on 2023 products, I think it's also worth talking about 2024 goals. For me, mindfulness is one of my top goals of the new year. If you can't tell from my videos, I tend to overthink a little bit, and not just about the state of the economy and the planet, but also my life, my goals, my future, all that stuff that keeps you up at night, you know? But today's sponsor is Aura Health, and they are here to help me and you with just that. Aura Health is an all-in-one app for your well-being and sleep. It has thousands of meditations, stories, and so much more, including life coaching and breath work. Aura Health not only won the Best of Apple award, but is also used by over 7 million people. I had a chance to try Aura Health, and I immediately jumped into their burnout program because I've been feeling a little burnt out juggling my 9 to 5 and YouTube, and I did some of their meditations. I loved how all of their programs walked me through things step by step, especially the meditations, because even though I try to do meditations on my own, I find that guided ones are especially helpful for me. And I appreciated that Aura Health had so much variety in their offerings, so I could find guides that are more personalized to me. To find a sense of peace and improve your sleep, get started with Aura today for free. You can go to aurahealth.io/Cara Nicole, and the first 500 people to use my link will also get 25% off, plus a free trial to the Aura membership. Thank you so much to Aura Health for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so virality. Let's talk about it. According to this etymology blog, Grammarphobia, the phrase viral as an adjective was first used in the 1940s, but it was done so, understandably, to describe the medical world. But by the 1980s, we transformed the word into one that could describe marketing, whereby customers would quickly know about and share information on products, like a virus. Social media has taken this 80s concept of viral marketing and sent it into hyperdrive. We are no longer on the Millennium Falcon leisurely traveling through space. No, we made that jump into light speed, and I think it's only going to get faster from here. Honestly, it was kind of hard to pick certain viral products of 2023 for this video because it feels like there are so many more pockets and microcosms of virality within a single year now. It's like how the fashion industry went from having about 4 seasons a year to now being dominated by fast fashion microtrends that often push out 52 seasons a year, aka one every single week. In that same way, it feels like general products are becoming more attached to microtrends than ever before. Water bottles are the most obvious example that come to mind because it's not like the technology for holding water is changing all that much. And yet, one of the internet's most viral products of 2023 is the Stanley Cup, which I'll be de-influencing in a second. Meanwhile, you had the Hydro Flask a few years ago, the Yeti right before that, the Swell bottles before them. I remember one Christmas my aunt got everyone in our family one of these, and then the Nalgene as one of the more OG viral water bottles. And that is not even all of them. I think there were more viral water bottles just this year, like the Owala. And it's not to say that any of these brands are bad or that they don't have their own unique spin to the water bottle product, but it's strange to me that virality has managed to attach itself to items that should arguably be pretty consistent throughout our lives. If we were living by pre-industrial values, we probably would have taken our Hydro Flask to the grave, and they could have been reused to hold our ashes like an urn, which I know is kind of a dark thought, but It is amusing. Moving on, the way that we frame viral products leans really heavily on FOMO, or the fear of missing out. This is a concept that I covered in my video, How FOMO Culture Keeps You Poor, and I think FOMO causes us to look at these viral products as if they're some growing checklist that we have to mark off. There's a whole genre of videos online where creators start with the line, "I'm trying the viral XYZ from blah blah blah," as if the acquisition of the product is an experience or milestone in itself, one that others are doing and we might be missing out on. And to be clear, I'm not saying that people shouldn't buy viral products. I'd argue that a lot of times they're popular because they're good. Like how the Stanley Cup survived a car fire without melting the ice inside of it. That is impressive, I'm not gonna lie. So obviously buy the products that you want. This video is if you want to be persuaded out of buying those things or you just want to practice being a more conscious consumer. At the core of this, it's important to keep in mind your why behind buying anything. Is it simply because it's viral, because it's trending and other people are snapping it up, or is it because you truly want or need it? With that in mind, let's start with the product that I've already mentioned a few times, which is the Stanley Cup.
There's like a subculture on TikTok that's just so obsessed with the Stanley Cup and what you put in it and the flavored waters and the soda concoctions. And I was like, I need this.
$40, guys. $40 for a water bottle that is bulky, that leaks, and that, let's be honest, is not going to be in vogue for long. That $40 could be spent on so many cheaper water bottles. It could be a fancy dinner at the Cheesecake Factory. It could be multiple nets and many people protected from malaria if donated to the Against Malaria Foundation. Bottom line, that $40 has a lot of other places it could go, especially when you consider that if you walked into nearly any thrift store right now, I bet you could find a water bottle. At a more curated thrift store or even Facebook Marketplace, you could probably find a very nice water bottle with all of the same bells and whistles as a Stanley Cup. And if we're being honest, you probably have more than one reusable water bottle at home that you got for free. Whether it's from that 5K you did years ago or a freebie from work or school, it's there and you could use it because more likely than not, it accomplishes its one goal, which is to hold water. At the end of the day, there is nothing truly special about a Stanley Cup. You're paying for the brand name and the social status, but like I said before, that's only going to last a short time before the spotlight of virality moves on and you're the lame-o who has a bunch of outdated Stanley Cups. Speaking of outdated, let's move on to our next product, Uggs. Having been in high school in the early 2010s, I thought Uggs were out and lame by now, but I feel like they've done a Crocs return to the public eye, and in 2023, they are a viral hit. But don't do it, guys. We've been down this road before. Uggs are going to be cool for a second, and then they are not. Then they are going to be the look that makes you appear old and frumpy. I mean, just look at the Uggs that are most popular right now. These are like the same slippers that my 85-year-old Filipino grandmother wears around the house. And she's got swag, don't get me wrong, but that is the kind of swag that you only get when you have been on this earth for over 8 decades. Not to mention, look at that low heel. That is going to bother you because it's always going to feel like your shoe is slipping off. It's not a firm grip, it's gonna make you trip. So for a price tag of over $100, Uggs are a pass, my friends. Next on my de-influencing hit list, human-sized dog beds. And you heard that right. I didn't realize this was a thing either, but buddy, old pal, old friend, I love a comfy rest as much as the next person I do. However, this is not necessary. I get it, it looks dope at first. It would make for a funny conversation piece for like 2 minutes when your friends come over, but that's kind of it. I mean, imagine lying down in this thing. Maybe it's just me, but I'd feel claustrophobic not being able to completely stretch my legs out. And I like a good fetal position, but I need my legs to not be constrained when sleeping. Plus, imagine trying to watch TV while lying in this dog bed. You are going to give yourself so much neck pain. It's also bulky, so you're gonna have to figure out where to store it. And if you have a couch, then you already have a cozy place to lie down. Just add some blankets, that's literally all you need. Don't buy it, guys, you do not need it. Okay, second to last product that I will be de-influencing today is also dog related, and that is the Dog Nano backpack. I think Lululemon is the company that is most well known for these, but essentially it's a tiny backpack for your furry friend. But you do not need this. Your dog doesn't need this. If your dog could talk, he or she would probably tell you to stop pinning stuff on their back and making them carry it. I know my family's dog would hate wearing this. Yes, it's kind of cute, but it's also rubbing up against his back while he's trying to enjoy a walk. And if I put treats in there, as some videos show, I feel like that's just psychological torture. They can probably smell the treat, but they can't reach it. It's just a little mean, especially since you probably already have a bag or pockets when you're walking your dog, so you don't need a whole other mini backpack that is going to be a hassle to get anything from. I know we all love a good miniature something, but let's face it, we don't need the Nano backpack. And last but not least, I am going for a whale amongst the viral products today. And that, my friends, is the Dyson Air Wrap, landing at a whopping $700. This is a whole lot of money, so unless you're swimming in cash and you deeply care about hairstyling, I would say go for something cheaper or don't buy anything. I haven't personally used the Dyson Air Wrap, and I'll be honest, I don't even own a hairdryer, but from what I've read online is that the curls often don't last very long and they require tons of hair products before and after. So you're not just signing up for a $700 purchase, but an ongoing suite of other potentially expensive products. Meanwhile, there are other ways to achieve the curled look, there are other ways to style hair, and there are plenty of other ways to spend $700. And don't forget, just like I mentioned with some of these other products and with the concept of virality overall, trends change just like that. Straight hair was super in for the longest time, and that's when everyone just had flat irons, and we know trends happen in cycles, so that might be around the corner, making your Dyson Air Wrap culturally obsolete. But what do you think? Are you officially de-influenced from any of these products, or are you still on board for buying them this year? And what do you think about the idea of becoming a more conscious consumer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what topics you'd like to see me cover next. And if you like this video, you might also like my most recent video where I de-influenced holiday hauls. Thank you so much to those who support my channel on Patreon and buy me a coffee. I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.